The online piano tutor and the online violin tutor. This is lesson 3 today, so I'm going to be going through the notes on the violin and the names of the strings for you. First of all, this is my violin. You will have the 4 strings, okay, and what you'll notice about them is that you'll have one at the top, or if you were looking at the violin that would be the one on the right. This is the thinnest one, and then it gradually gets thicker and thicker until it gets to the string at the bottom. Now, very simply, the thin string at the top, or on the right hand side, is called the E string. The next one in is the A string, then the D string, and then the G string. So E string, A string, D string, G string is the lowest at the bottom. So they're your open strings. So we call them open strings because they're the strings that we play without having any fingers involved, so we just call them open strings. So if anybody said, play me an open A string, you would want to be playing this one, which is the second one in from the top string, or the thinnest string. Okay, so as you'll notice actually that I've put 2 little markers on my violin. Now, I wouldn't normally have them there, obviously myself, because I know where to put my fingers now. But when I'm teaching my students how to play the violin, these are the 2 markers that I would generally put on. Now, the red one that you can see here, this would be where you would put your first finger, which is this one here, your index finger. The orange one here would be where you would put your 3rd finger, okay, and then your 2nd finger would go somewhere basically in between the 2, but I'll come on to that in a minute. It doesn't just go down in the middle anywhere, it has to go in a certain place, but I'll just talk about that in a moment. So this is where your 1st finger would sit, and this is where your 3rd finger would sit. Okay, now just to go through the names and the notes on the violin, honestly this is very, very simple. The only thing you need to know is your alphabet up to G, so the first 7 letters of the alphabet, and you just need to remember the name of the open strings that we've got. And that's it, you're good to go. If you were to start on the G string, okay, you've got an open G string. So this one here is the note of G, it's an open G. If I were to put my first finger down on the dot, the next note up from G would be A. Because our musical alphabet is based on the first 7 letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, when we get to G, we would start again at A. So G is like the new Z, if you want. When you get to Z, you'd start again at the beginning of the alphabet, A. So G is your new Z. When you get to G, the next note up from G is A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and so on. So, you've got your open G string here, this one. When I put my first finger down on the red dot, where the first finger should go, this is going to give me an A, because it's the next note up. If I put my 2nd finger down, it's going to give me a B. If I put my 3rd finger down, it's going to give me a C, okay? Don't worry about the 4th finger at the moment, we don't really use that so much at the moment, so just think of the first 3 fingers. I'll explain the 4th finger in a second. So once we've gone G, A, B, C, we'd move on to the D string, that would obviously be next. The first finger on the D would be E, 2nd finger F, 3rd finger G, and then we're on to the A string. First finger on A is B, C, D, then open E, F, G, and A. So basically every time you put a finger down on the string, it gives you the next note up. So as long as you know the first 7 letters of the alphabet and your open strings, just count up the alphabet from the open strings and you're good to go. So if I just do that again quickly for you, so open G, A, B, C, open D, E, F, G, open A, B, C, D, open E, F, G, and A. And that's it, and that's basically your notes on the violin. So, I mean, when you're learning the violin, I know I put this into lesson 3. The main thing you need to get from lesson 3 is just to learn the open strings, but I'm explaining about the